Hi, Piano Annie here. And this video will be pretty short. I just want to go over C6, F6, and G6 chords. So they're pretty easy chords to find. You just find the 1, the 3, and the 5 of your C major scale, and then you find the 6th. So that's C, E, G, and A. So that is a C6 chord. And if you take the first inversion of this chord, because there are inversions just like there were with our C7 chord, you end up with a fun shape. So here's your C6, take the first inversion, and you get this fun shape with the little buck teeth in the middle and the ears on the outside, like a rabbit, all right? So you got buck teeth, ears, there it is. That's a C6. And we're going to be able to find this shape for the first inversion of the F6 and the G6 too. And the fun thing about these shapes is that this is the third note in the scale. So you can always slide into the entire chord from the flat 3. So here's your 3. It'll be at the base of our chord, and you can slide into it from the flat 3. All right, let's go find the F6. So here's F, A, C, and D, which is the 1, 3, 5, and 6 of the F major scale. So that's an F6, and if you put the F on top, you end up with your 2 buck teeth and your 2 ears, and there it is. Right here, just half a step down from the bottom note, which is the 3, you'll find the flat 3, and you can slide in. All right, so for G, right here, G, B, D, and E, and if you put the G on top, you end up with your buck teeth in your ears. Here's your flat 3, and you can slide right in. And just so you're not confused, there was a form of the G7. So this is a regular G with the flat 7, the G7. And if you go through the different inversions, you get to this one, which is a form of the G7. Okay? The one I'm doing now is the G6. So it's the same shape. Okay. Another great thing about these chords is that if you are in this position, you've just slid into it, if you just lift your pointer and then move your thumb up half a step, you end up with the major chord for whatever the 4th note of the scale is. So this is a C6. We're in the key of C, okay? C6 right there. And the 4th note, 1, 2, 3, 4 of C major is F. So if I just do that thing I showed you where you just move your thumb up half a step and just get rid of the pointer, you end up with an F major chord. And when you're playing in the blues, a lot of times the fourth note major will sound good when you're playing in the key of C. So when you're playing in C, an F major chord will sound pretty good. So you could do this pretty easily, barely moving your hand. Go from the C6 to the F major. And here's how it might sound. Do something fun like that. And the same thing will work when we are in F and we have our F6. If we just move our thumb up half a step, which puts us on a black key, it puts us on the B flat. Well, that is the 4th note of the F major scale. All right, so I move my thumb up to there, and then I lift my pointer. Well, I end up on these 3 notes. okay? And that is a B major chord. So that will sound good when we're in F, like this. So I won't even slide in, but I could slide in. But here's my F6. And if I move my thumb up and lift my pointer, I get two chords that sound good together. So here's how it would go. I'm in F down here. Sliding in. Okay, let's see if it works for G. All right, so here is our G, and then here is that first inversion of the G6. Okay, so if I move my thumb up half a step and I lift my pointer, I get to a C major. Well, C is the fourth note in the G scale. So I've basically got a chord that will sound good with my G. So here's the form of a G chord that I've chosen. And just by doing this simple thing right there, going from this to this, I end up with a chord that will sound good with my G. And I can slide into this too, so like this. Okay, so that's a fun thing that you can do with your 6 chords, and you can go all the way through. And then you can also, if you're just playing and you're getting pretty good at triplets and things like that, you can just use the notes of the C6 or the F6 or the G6 and maybe just go up and down. So let me just do a little combo for you. Something like that. I was just sort of making that up as I went along, and it probably sounded like it. But that's some of the things you can do with your C6 chords and your F6 chord and your G6 chord. So, okay, that's all I want to show you, and I will see you on the next video.